Hello everyone and welcome back to our Eurocode 7 class. We are going to start a new chapter, the chapter number 10, Deep Foundation. Okay. So this is the content of this chapter. We have in total 7 points from the scope to the work example. Okay. So today we are going to talk about these three first point: scope, design situation, and limit state, and different approach to design and to design pile and also static load test. So we are going to see the preliminary today, okay? And next time we will see the ultimate limit state design, okay? So what is pile and what is pile foundation? I think if you are watching this, you probably know that, okay? So this chapter is focusing in the section 7 on the section 7 of Eurocode 7, which is about design of pile foundation. Okay, so we have end bearing pile, friction pile, tension pile, and transversely loaded pile, which is pile loaded in horizontal loading. Okay, so we will cover all this. This part of Eurocode cover all these matters. Yeah. So there are several piling methods. We have, for example, here the board pile. You just dig hole. Sometimes you need casing because if not, the hole will collapse. Soil will collapse in the hole. Digging and putting the steel reinforcement, and you pour concrete. Okay, you have this kind of pile, and sometimes you do install pile in the ground by using this kind of driving. The pile is driven in the soil. Okay, so driven pile. So there are different way of installing pile in the ground, which is different piling method. Okay, so each piling method will affect pile bearing capacity. Okay, so Eurocode is giving you the design of each for each piling method. Okay, so this design will apply so to pile installed by driving the pile, like this case is driving, the pile is driven in the ground, jacking, screwing or boring, like this case, and pile installed with or without grouting. Okay, so Eurocode cover all these type of piling. So the provision in section 7 of Eurocode should not be applied directly to pile that are intended to reduce settlement. Okay, sometimes you have pile that are designed to, the function of the pile is to reduce only settlement. So it is said that this should not be applied to this kind of pile. Yeah. So in Eurocode 7, also we have some standard that we have other standard that complete the Eurocode 7 in pile design. Okay, it means you don't, if you want to design pile, you don't, it is not only Eurocode 7 you have to use. You have to use other code, other standards. Okay, yeah. For example, you have to use Eurocode 3, which is about structural design of steel pile. Okay, there are some information from Eurocode 3 you need, and also you need specifically this part of Eurocode 3, Part 5, okay? Design of steel structure piling. You also need to know how to execution standard of piling work, how to perform the piling work. So there are some standard for that. For example, this standard is for board pile, how to perform piling work for board pile. You need it also. Sheet pile wall for this standard. Displacement pile, micro pile. Okay. You need all these also to understand all these standard to be able to really be able to understand the design of pile according to Eurocode, fully understanding. Okay. So we have also another one, material standard, and this one for mainly for precast concrete product foundation pile. So there are a lot of other information you need to complete to be able to fully understand the design of pile according to Eurocode 7. But don't worry, we will take care of everything. Okay, so let's now talk about the section 7 of Eurocode. We have the following subsection. The first one, the 7.1, is general. It has 3 paragraphs. The second section is limits, about limit state, only 1 paragraph. The third section of, let's say, subsection of section 7 of Eurocode 7.1, is action and design situation. It has 18 paragraphs. Design method and design consideration, 8 paragraphs. And pile load test, it has 20 paragraphs. And we have the biggest one, the biggest subsection of section 7 of Eurocode 7 part 1 is this one, axial loaded pile. So it means the estimation of vertical bearing capacity of pile. As you can see, it up to 89 paragraph. So it's really big. And also horizontally loaded pile, only 15 paragraph. Compared to this one, it's small. And also the structural design of pile, 5 paragraph. And supervision and construction, 8 paragraph. So as you can see, the subsection 7.6, actually loaded pile, is the biggest one. Okay, so that's why we will focus. Okay, this chapter will focus on this design of actually loaded pile. So if you need to know more about, for example, horizontal loaded pile, we can do another chapter. Okay, so another, I think this is already included, this one, the longest subsection with 20 pages and 89 paragraph. This one is the longest section of Eurocode 7, section 7. Okay, let's go to the second point of this chapter, design situation and limit state. Okay, so a design situation, for if you want to design select a pile, it is necessary to consider different type of action. Okay, when I say action, it means different type of forces that the pile might be subjected to. Okay, so your pile can be loaded axially, it means vertical loading. Not necessarily vertical, but the axially loaded. It can be also transversally loaded.